So because it's Friday, I thought I'd show you guys just some finger flicking fuckery today. So it's not just gonna be some ordinary finger flicking fuckery. It's actually pretty much a very simple false cut you could do in place of other fancier false cuts. So it's gonna be some Friday finger flicking fuckery false fuck. It's pretty simple. It's based on something I've seen Justin Miller do in a previous tape. Look at this. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So the false cut itself is not super fancy. It just looks like a couple spins, maybe a little backflip in there. But it's definitely something you could do to trendy music if you have the proper cue. Yeah, look at that PigCake production right there. That's what sets me apart from the other channel. So to explain this, it's pretty much a very simple false cut, but the benefit is that this could be converted into other fancier finger flicking fuckery. So fancy finger flicking Friday false fuck. So pretty much it's simple. You have the deck in your right hand. You're gonna swing cut onto your left hand. And you're going to swing cut another packet, and this is going to be out jogged tremendously in the left hand. This packet gets placed on this half over here. Now the packets are naturally separated, so your pinky is just going to naturally rest there as you do this little backflip move. So what's going to happen is that you're just going to pinch this top half over here and remove it from in between, of course keeping a break. Now this half is going to be revolved this way and flipped onto the half in the left hand, again with the pinky break there. So when you regrip, you can immediately do a swivel cut, and that completes the false cut. So that is the cut at its basic. So pretty much from there, you could do whatever variation you want. There are other similar variations that you could accomplish with the same technique of just out jogging the cards. But at its simplest, what you're doing is just doing this little backflip and then doing a swivel cut. Now, if you want to add some little, if you want to add a further little bit of a cunt punch, when you get to this point, instead of just placing it, you can maybe do a little bit one of those flip memes there. So what that is the Gordon Bruce double. I'm holding the deck in my right hand, and I'm just using my thumb to go down the length of the card as I flip it over on top of the deck. So that way, you could already be in position to flip and remove this, do a little bit of that backflip, same action there, and then complete the cut. So at speed, it should just look like you are just doing a whole bunch of flips, and it looks pretty decent if you ask me. Then that's one variation. Another variation, if you want, you could get to this position, and with your hand, instead of approaching it like this, you could come at it like this, again keeping a break, so that when you do a one-handed cut with the left hand, this hand, all it's doing is putting a little bit of pressure on this packet, so that when you let go with your thumb, see it propels onto the left hand, and then you can complete the cut. So that way you have one of these actions where the cards just seem to Benihana cut, like up here, Benihana cut all over the place. So things are flipping in and out. So those are just some simple variations you can do on this false cut. Now the original one from Justin Miller looked a little bit like that. It was to kind of find a placement of a card in the deck. So maybe you could say, oh, your card, I feel if I cut, it should be around there. That was kind of his way to do it. This is just done under the context of maybe, let's say you say, oh, let me just give a couple cuts to find your card here. Oh, there you go. I think your card is right there. Now that's the way I would use it in place of oh, let me see if I could just cut your card to the top, and you do one of these Sybil memes that I see too many people doing in like other card tricks, and they're like, oh, okay, well that was a little bit of a show off there. I didn't really sign up for that. You know, that's what the spectators are saying. So this is kind of a simplistic, really doesn't draw too much attention false cut to itself. So there you go. You practice that well. Definitely put the hard work that you need to do the little bit of moves that you got to do for that. I don't have a name for this, so you guys should leave it in the comments. The best name for this sort of false cut, if you guys could come up with that. And also, if you need further pointers, make sure to hit me up on the comments and check me out on that Twitter. I'll add some pointers if you guys need some on that. That's that plug. So stay in school, and make sure to take all the vitamins you can. Take every single vitamin that you find in your grandma's bathroom.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.